Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the stream. Where are my early birds? Anyways, welcome to the stream for tonight. Tonight marks the beginning of 12 consecutive days of the Do It Big Invitational as we really start getting into the playoff race. So, day one of 12, we're going to have one game between Chili's Angels and Double Jungle Gap. This should be a fun one. A little bit of interesting background to this game is that both captains live in my house. Or I guess I live in their house. So we have a brotherly matchup here between Charles, the captain of Chili's Angels, and Calvin, the captain of Double Jungle Gap. So should be fun. Another interesting thing to keep an eye on as well is that Double Jungle Gap once again have a new player. Having previously picked up Daddy No Chill as their top laner to replace Boosted Rando, unfortunately we have also had to say goodbye to Simple Actions, who has just been killing it in real life. But unfortunately, that also means that um, he does not have as much time commitment as he would like to dedicate to the tournament. In his stead, we will get our first look here at Gloria, aka Me Yeezy, in the AD carry role. We'll be partnered by the Northwest, so we'll give her a good do it big introduction later on. So yeah, gonna be interesting to see. Both teams coming in here on the backs of losses. We have Chili's Angels sitting at 5-3. They lost their most recent game to Andyland on Friday night, so looking to bounce back. And meanwhile, for Double Jungle Gap, I do believe that they lost to. Actually, I don't even remember, but they are sitting at 3-4. I think they lost to Support Diff. Can't be certain. But regardless, oh, what up, Chungus?
Oh,
Hello, hello. Just going over the teams here for tonight's game. But yeah, so we'll be joined tonight by Chungus, hopefully. Chungus, are you
yeah,
down?
I will be here.
Hell yeah. Okay. Um, so anyways, Double Jungle Gap here looking to even up their record, currently sitting at 3-4. But with again a bit of a new look roster, still having some time to kind of gel together. Will be interesting to see how they play as they begin their second round robin. Okay, I'm gonna check in with both teams shortly, and then we're gonna get this show on the road. Hello, hello gamers.
Yo, yo, yo.
How's it going? Are you guys ready?
We're ready.
Sure.
We're more ready than we could ever be.
Okay, that's good, I guess. All right. Any chance you guys have made the lobby?
Nope.
No.
No, I can make one right now.
Okay.
No. We can't log into the Battlefy for some reason.
Okay, I'm gonna check in with Charles's team then, and then see what's going on.
Okay.
Decent chance that they'll just make it. Okay. Hello, gamers. Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Uh,
Are you guys ready?
Can't hear you.
Can you not hear me? Hello.
It was cutting
Uh,
out.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Hello.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah, I think they asked us to set up the lobby.
If you guys could, that would be wonderful.
Are we
Alright.
red side or blue side?
You guys are
Wait,
blue side.
Roger.
What?
Who are they sending the speech?
I have no idea. As it stands, you should just do your thing and they'll do their thing.
Are you live right now?
Rohit,
I am
you wanna
live
go
right now.
first?
Okay, never mind.
Okay, so both teams should be ready soon-ish, and we'll start getting invites as well. Should be fun. Chungus?
Excited.
Yes.
Talk in a bit.
Do you have any questions for any of the teams? Maybe one team in particular?
Yeah, we can ask Devil Jungle Gap how they're feeling with their new player.
Ooh,
How they
okay. I like it. Where is the invite? Alright, we're just waiting for the invite now, ladies and gentlemen. But, again, this marks the first day of 12 days of consecutive games. So stay tuned. We're going to have a lot of interesting plays come out. Every team still very much in the playoff picture, jostling for positioning, jostling for seeding. Our playoff format here is that of the 8 teams, the top 6 teams will make it to the playoffs. The top 2 seeds will get byes, and then the next 4 will be seeded into the quarterfinal. So it'll be 3 versus 6, 4 versus 5. So a lot to play for here in these games. Every game counts. As we look forward to the schedule a little bit, we have 1 game a day for Monday through Friday, and then 2 triple headers on the weekends. Should be a lot of fun. And then another week of games. As always, remember that the schedule will be in my Twitch description, so you guys should know exactly when we'll be going live. If there is a last minute change, I will do my best to keep you guys posted. Okay, where the fuck is this invite? I think both teams are still doing some last minute prepperonis. How have you been doing, Chungus?
Not too bad.
It's the
Playing some
TFT
flex
grind?
early.
Huh?
Yeah, TFT grind, grinding some flex.
Grinding some flex, eh? It's not apparent to me that we were grinding flex yesterday so much as we were trying to do our best to not win.
Oh yeah, And then today I realized that if you get challenger and flex, you get challenger rewards. So now I gotta try.
True. Alright, it's the Challenger Flex Cube coming up soon. Okay, finally, Jesus. There is the invite. Oh, as I accept the invite, it says I got removed from the lobby. What the fuck? Uh...
But they don't have a lobby.
They don't?
No, they said they don't have a lobby yet.
Oh, I got an invite, so that was really weird.
Oh, I just got it. Oh, wait, game lobby is full.
Oh my god.
Game no longer exists.
Aish.
Got
Alright,
it.
I apologize, ladies and gentlemen.
You're invited. Oh, there you are.
Wait, am I in there on your screen?
Yeah, Yeah, you're in team 2.
The fuck? Okay, I guess. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna relog. I guess my lobby is or my client is bugged. It still sees it still shows me just like chilling. So, in like the default screen. Let's try this again. Oh my god. Game lobby is full. What the fuck? Okay.
I think they
There we
moved.
go. There we go.
There we go. Yeah.
Okay, so we are officially loaded into the lobby. Thank you for waiting, ladies and gentlemen. We have here on the left side Chili's Angels at 5 and 3. On the right side we have Double Jungle Gap at 3 and 4. I'm gonna ask for the interview candidates. And we're gonna get the show on the road. Can't wait to see who they send up this time.
Oh, here's the copy pastas.
Ooh.
Oh, they got a Gloria copy pasta.
Oh my god. Gloria, financial analyst, me easy. That's good. That's good. Poggy Woggy. Okay, well, where the fuck are people? Oh, okay. So, we got some interesting interview candidates here. I'm joined by representing Chili's Angels. We have their jungler, aka the person to blame for all of your client issues, Riot Bikro, aka Rohit. Meanwhile, representing Double Jungle Gap, we have the captain, XX Pelvis Pablo, XX, aka Calvin, and their new member. Everyone, please give a do it big welcome to me Yeezy, aka Gloria. Hi, Gloria.
Hello.
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 Hello. Okay, so I don't know if you have the Twitch chat open right now, Gloria, but
Oh my
you're already
God.
getting the classic copy pastas
I
in the
know.
Twitch chat, so
I did see that.
yeah,
Yes.
you are in it now. You are in it now.
Yeah, I feel like
Unfortunately,
I've been fully initiated.
indeed. Well, don't count your chickens before they hatch. You still have to go through a couple of questions here. But first question always gonna go to the blue side team. So for Rohit, as you guys really get the second round robin underway, you guys have a pretty clear identity for your team at this point. For you guys, are you guys thinking of maybe switching it up, or is it more of the classic 5-man deathball play style?
Our identity hasn't really evolved that much. This whole tournament, it's just been Jungle Gap, and we're just going to continue that.
Oh, is that right? Okay. Indeed, yes. Double Jungle Gap. Maybe gonna get Jungle Gap by Rohit here. Well, unfortunately for you guys, I think you guys have lost 2 in a row now to Andyland and PokeCard. So, what do you think has, kind of gone wrong for you guys? You guys are trying to correct going forward.
Both Andyland and PokeCard played really well, and they Jungle Gapped us. So we're just going to take back that crown and hopefully Jungle Gap. Double Jungle Gap.
Oh, interesting. Chili's Angels here, seemingly obsessed with jungle gapping, or just the term jungle gap. Not what I expected coming up, but
on a serious note, we're looking at Daddy No Chill. He's a pretty strong player, so we're looking to see what we can do against him. And also, their mid lane has been scary lately. I played one game and I spectated one of their games, and I'm scared already. So it's gonna be fun.
Man, all right. So Lurkin, Simone, you got eyes on you apparently. Ryan needs no boost to his ego, so will be interesting to see how they react to that. Okay, now I'm gonna turn the floor over to the side of Double Jungle Gap. Calvin, I want you to give us your intro to your new look team once again.
Well, I gotta say, man, like we got big improvements in the bot lane sector after this. Oh, actually, wait, I'm like hecka flaming right now. I shouldn't say that. We got this. We got a like huge carry, AD carry over here. All right, I've never seen AD carry played before like this person. Okay, like Gloria
this person.
Gloria is the most reliable AD carry I've ever fucking found and ever played it with. Okay, and I've played with like wait, hold on, I played with Daddy No Chill's main role AD carry. And it's like. It's Giga in sometimes, so that's why we have the top lane. But like Gloria, she's reliable, all right. This person doesn't die in lane. She's unkillable, all right. Does all the damage he presses R. It's like it's too easy with this person, all right. All right, not this person, Gloria. Gloria, can you do your intro? I don't know what I'm supposed
to say. Right. Yeah. So Gloria, tell us a little bit more about yourself. Maybe what other teams should be looking out for, some trash talk, whatever you want the Do It Big crowd to know about you.
Well, I guess by the copy pasta. Okay, that stuff is irrelevant. We're not going to go over that.
Okay.
Good copy pasta though. Well, I don't flame, so I'm not going to trash talk, but I'm super excited to join the team. Hope we have a good game. Good luck, have fun, everyone. And
okay,
yeah.
You don't have to flame other players, but like, how annoying is it having Calvin as your captain?
Not annoying. Calvin is a great captain. Super fun to play with. Like he said, I don't die, so he doesn't have to come to lane that often. I feel like you're trying to get some dirt out of me, and I'm not giving in.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna call Cap, but okay. Sounds like all things are all.
Maybe once we play against Andyland and Gordo Lee, I'll have some more words to say.
Oh,
but
okay.
Everybody on Chili's Angels, they all seem like nice people based on previous games that I've watched. But Andyland, Gordo Lee, watch your back.
Oh, okay. So we already have a game circled on the calendar for me, Yeezy. Okay, but for this game, it will be between Chili's Angels and Double Jungle Gap. Thank you to all of you for coming on the interview desk. I'll let you guys go back to your teams to get ready for this game. That's a cue for you guys to go back to your teams.
Good luck.
Good luck. Have fun.
Yeah, good luck. Let's have a fun game.
Alrighty. Should be fun. Okay, Chungus. What are you hoping to see from both of these teams?
I want to see a fiesta.
A fiesta?
Yeah.
Where I just don't breathe for 2 minutes?
Yes.
Okay, let's do it. Okay. Meanwhile, if you guys have been paying attention to the lobby chat, it seems everybody's in the mood for some Korean barbecue. Or something. I don't know. I just saw Korean. My mind immediately went to Korean barbecue, but I really fucking want Korean barbecue. So
Korean blood. Korean.
Korean blood. Okay. So as we load into this game, I think just kind of talking about the general play styles, we've already seen Chili's Angels really nail down their preferred play style of just team fighting better than the other teams in the tournament. A lot of easy to execute press R comps. So going to be looking forward to that in all likelihood. But we have also seen when this strategy falls apart, that they don't really have a secondary playstyle to fall back on, and that's been an issue in some of their losses, is when teams don't give them that preferred death ball team fight playstyle. they haven't really been able to capitalize otherwise. So it will be interesting to see if they are able to get out to at least an even state, and then in the mid game, their team fighting can really let them take over the game.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, for Double Jungle Gap, with the addition of their new top laner, Daddy No Chill, which pushes Captain Calvin back into the jungle, we've seen a little bit more of that Fiesta playstyle that you've talked about, Chungus. They really like to just run around, cause havoc, the two of the Zoomers there. But it also forces a lot of split map action, which can cause a lot of confusion within the ranks of teams that like to team fight and don't communicate their macro well. So we saw that in their win over Hakuna Matata, the Garen Udyr ended up just backdooring the game. So might see that again. Interestingly here, we have a Seraphine being let through. So this will definitely go in the hands of Chili5. We have not seen teams let Charles get his hands on this Seraphine until now. So we'll see if Charles has been keeping his K-pop karaoke skills sharp, because if he hasn't, might be a bit of a rude awakening for him. But if he has, I know for a fact that he can play a mean Seraphine.
Mundo. Is that a placeholder or is that Mundo Jungle?
I think that's Mundo Jungle, yeah. Would not be surprised to see Mundo Jungle. We've seen it come out before already in the hands of Paw 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 on Andyland. Ooh, interesting here. We have an Ornn, so a very early Ornn pick. So Chili's Angels here just saying, we know we're going to be playing weak side top laner. We might as well just get it out of the way right now. And maybe we can hold the jungle pick or the support pick until we get some more information. We could also see Seraphine get flexed to the support role, but I do not expect that. Okay, Olaf. Don't know how I feel about the Olaf in 11.4. Or like, I know how I feel about it, but in the sense that like I don't know how I feel about it as a pick anymore. I really like Olaf. I like what they did to him. They basically made it so you can't just like brain dead autopilot him to a win. You actually have to like land all your axes and know how much damage you can take and not take. Ooh.
There it is.
Okay. So, with that Ornn being blinded this early in the pick ban phase, it will mean that Darius will also get to come out early. So both teams here kind of going away from, I guess, traditional drafting strategy, going to be picking their top laners relatively early on. And in the case of Chili's Angels, it's probably going to be their mid laner as well. What is going on in my Twitch chat? Mina, change your Twitch names out of date. Mina, stop wilding out in Twitch chat. Stop that.
I like to see a Sivir ban here.
Ooh, why Sivir ban?
I feel like Sivir's like the ADC you just play Sauron group. I feel like it's one of the perfect ADs for their comp.
I see. Yeah.
And Akuji really likes that, right?
Yep. We have seen Akuji on the Sivir. That Duskblade lethality Sivir. We definitely didn't see that coming, but it did result in a win. And I believe he went like 9-2 or something, so could definitely still be an option. Okay, and then we have a couple of mid lane bans here being thrown at Arena Thunder, who Riot Beacro did shout out in the pregame, has been working really, really hard of late. So yeah, a couple of respect bans for her. So we'll see what she goes with here. Quickly combing through my head, I think. Ooh, okay, we have a Senna picked here. I think Victor is on the table. Twisted Fate is on the table. Would not be surprised to see Twisted Fate come out here. Okay, so it is going to be Seraphine support. Okay, so that Victor lock-in should confirm then that Seraphine is going to go in the hands of Amiza142 in that bot lane. So we're going to have Seraphine and the makings of a Tristana hover here. So Seraphine Tristana versus Senna Misfortune. Who do you give the advantage to in that bot lane?
I think MF Senna should win early. Seraphine doesn't have too much presence if you can space properly on double ADC. It's pretty easy to dodge his skill shots.
Okay. All right, and we do see that TF being picked up here as the last pick. So, a new twist of fate here on Arena Thunder's champion pool. We have not seen her play Twisted Fate yet in the tournament, but I know for a fact that she has been working hard in the lab on this. So we'll see if those gold cards will land at crucial moments, or if we're going to get the classic TSM Reginald blue card. But as we look at these comps here, so who do you like, Chungus?
I feel like Chili's Angels just scales better. They have Seraphine guaranteed engage or Ornn, far range engage. They have Victor who scales better than TF, and they have Trist who scales better than MF. I think the only wild card is maybe Senna, and kind of their frontline isn't as strong as a Darius Mundo. But it's honestly about the same. I think Chili's Angels is a easier to execute comp, and they scale slightly better.
Indeed. I generally agree with that as well. Yeah, and they have really good scaling options in Victor and Tristana. Yeah, for Double Jungle Gap, I think we're seeing here the makings of a potential split push comp. Both Darius with his early game advantage and Twisted Fate, obviously with his ultimate, can do a lot in side lanes and really get around the map. So we'll see how Double Jungle Gap decides to play this. All right, and I have been slow on it, but the prediction is now officially live, ladies and gentlemen. So put up your channel points and see if you can come out on top tonight. Win some money. We have on the left side Chili's Angels sitting at 5 and 3. Meanwhile, for Double Jungle Gap sitting at 3 and 4. With a new look roster once again. Yeezy in the bot lane. So we'll see whether we get the newcomer's luck here. Put up your channel points, people. Let's go.
Time to lose all of mine again.
How many channel points are you at?
I'm at 600. I think I
600?
lost like 15k.
Oh my god. Wait, who'd you all in on?
I all in every single game.
Oh,
I think I've
okay.
only won one. I won one out of like out of 5, I think.
Oh
6.
my god. Okay, you hear that, ladies and gentlemen? Maybe not a good idea to bet on whoever Chungus decides to put his channel points on.
I'm all in again.
Okay. So as we take a look here, the bets are starting to roll in. We have roughly 70-30 in favor of Chili's Angels with about a minute left on the betting. So get your votes in soon. Predictably here, I think Double Jungle Gap are the underdogs, both with the unpredictability in their roster and also just looking at their records. And Chili's Angels at this point, a pretty known quantity. So we'll see. About 30 seconds left on that spectator delay. With the win tonight, by the way, Chili's Angels would move to second place, breaking a tie with PokeCard and Support Diff, who have yet to play their 9th games of the season. Meanwhile, Double Jungle Gap here with a win would move them conclusively to 5th place, breaking a tie with Hapuma Matata. Alright, so here we go. Gonna load into the game as we close the betting here. A late push by the voters here. Actually gonna be Double Jungle Gap here as the favorite. So not something I was expecting, to be completely honest with you, but it doesn't matter. So we will have 65-35 in favor of Double Jungle Gap, about 2-1 odds. If you bet on Chili's Angels, you're now happy with those increased odds. Maybe you can win some channel points. Remember to redeem those channel points as well. you can get the opportunity to ask your favorite players some questions on the pre or post interview desk. Okay. And as we load in here, it looks to be standard 5-point coming out from Chili's Angels. It looks like from Double Jungle Gap as well. Let me rearrange the champions. Okay, we're chilling.
No TPs from Double Jungle Gap.
Yeah, that is interesting. We see here Darius very much playing for lane here, has both the Ghost and the Flash available. Meanwhile, Twisted Fate with the Destiny ultimate electing to take Ignite for increased lane pressure. And we're going to see here as well if the Mundo knows about the path, the correct path, which is to do 3 camps base and then do your other 3 camps.
Oh, why is that the Mundo path?
Because he gets super low on his first clear. So if you actually try to go through all 6 camps, you will literally just die. But he clears so fast that you can do 3 camps base, buy a Ruby Crystal, and then still clear the other 3 camps at 315 if you really know what you're doing. Yeah. So we are going to see that here. Mundo going to get a leashless start on the Raptors. So should be well aware of what's going on. Meanwhile, Olaf here going to get a leash from Ornn here and start on his blue side. So we'll be pathing towards bot. Interestingly here, I think it looks like the bot lane here of Double Jungle Gap going to fake a leash. So maybe trying to throw some deception here and maybe set up for a potential bot lane gank coming out from the Mundo. Okay, first card landing onto Victor will be gold, so that's good. And we will see. I'm very interested to see how this TF plays throughout the laning phase here. Ooh, alrighty, a huge trade snare gonna land onto the Senna there, courtesy of Seraphine. Means Tristana gets to land a couple of choice autos, but obviously Senna with the Q will be able to slowly heal herself back up as long as she doesn't take too much harass from this Seraphine.
Mundo's doing yeah.
Yep. Alright, so yeah, we see it. Mundo did base, but is actually going to be waiting in base here for... Yeah, okay, so waited in base there for Ruby Crystal buy. I don't know if that's the right play, personally. I think you just buy boots and call it a day. Ruby Crystal does absolutely nothing for your clear. So it will mean that he is somewhat delayed here. I think this means he will only be able to get 5 camps before the 315 Scuttle Crab spawn. So it will be interesting to see if that impacts him in any way, as Olaf is bot side as well. Neither jungler here, I think, clearing super optimally. We still see Olaf here at 311 on his red. Should be more than capable of that 315 clear on Olaf, even with the recent nerfs. But as it stands here, Mundo still on his blue buff here will mean that Olaf is able to take away this bottom crab. TF, though, going to do her mid lane duty here. Okay, hold on, trade in the bot lane. Going to be a snare landing onto Tristana here. Tristana going to be forced to use barrier. There's that explosive charge on top of her. But now, oh, Besorcia going to flash it. Try to get one more autos. No, both the AD carry and the support here going to go very, very low. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, going to be a gank onto the Twisted Fate. Going to be forced to flash away here. Olaf using the Ghost. And now they're going to land an axe. A couple more autos would have done it. But now there's a Mundo here with the cleaver and the Ignite ticking. Flashing over the gravity field. Able to pick that one up. But now the TF going to walk too close. And going to be picked up by the Victor. Victor, though, still has flash. Let's see. Mundo not able to land the cleaver. Actually going to walk in to take a tower shot. Teleport going to come back in now from the Ornn to make sure that no more aggression goes on to the mid laner. Ornn now in pursuit of a Mundo. Let's see, flashes over the wall, though. The Q going to go completely wide. The charge not going to land onto anything again. They're going to slow himself down with the Bellows Breath, and Mundo will be able to walk out here with a couple of crucial summoners being blown. So, very, very explosive action across the map here, going to result in a flashless mid lane, as well as a teleport and a flash from Ornn to make sure that the Victor does not die. Woof.
TF should just hold the wave here. Yeah, I think the game was initially set up by TF not crashing the wave onto Victors.
Mm-hmm.
So, and good on Olaf to see that opportunity. And then we got a little fiesta in the middle.
Yeah, so there is that fiesta that you were asking for, Chungus. Good stuff there. Meanwhile, look at this CS differential in the top lane. Holy shit. Ornn has not hit double-digit CS yet, ladies and gentlemen. Darius is sitting on 34 to Ornn's 6. So maybe that teleport was more of a cry for help than anything. Just wanted to get out of that lane versus this lane bully as soon as possible. But regardless, Ornn should be able to pick up some of this wave as it starts crashing into his tower. Darius, meanwhile, very, very happy with the state of the lane thus far. Actually going to stay in here and potentially aim for a couple of plates as well with this massive minion wave. But Olaf, with that priority, able to pick up the first dragon of the game in the Infernal Dragon. So good play coming out from this Olaf thus far. And we're going to see.
Soon, I think.
Yeah.
He hit 6 wave before.
Okay. Olaf here also going to be able to steal away Mundo's Gromp. So yeah, this Olaf... Oh, this is not good if you are Darius. Oh, actually, I thought the tower shots were hitting Darius for a second there. It was hitting the cannon buff stacked right on top of Darius. But regardless, Darius actually going to take a couple tower shots, I think, which will exclude the potential for that dive. Alright, we have a potential gank here in the bot lane. Mundo is here. Let's see if the snare lands onto Seraphine. TF Cold Card going to come out, but Seraphine's going to flash to safety here. Tristana should still have the jump available. No! Oh my goodness, one more auto would have locked up the Tristana, but not able to find the damage will mean that the first Destiny of the game does not result in a kill. And Victor, meanwhile, is going to be more than happy to just soak up this mid wave and crash it into TF's tower.
That's kind of a waste. She misses 2 waves too. I think TF should save ult for top lane. They know that Ornn has no flash after that TP play mid, and Darius has Ghost and Flash, can just run the Ornn down.
Yeah, definitely. I think you know, we've seen here a lot of focus being paid attention to the bot lane in the tournament. Not a lot of teams play around their top lane, but if you have this Darius versus this Ornn, any help that Darius gets will be returned tenfold in terms of the amount of pressure that he can apply on the map. As it stands, though, if we look at this wave here for the Darius, it's going to be crashing in, should set up a huge freeze for the Darius, and this Ornn might not be able to play the game for a while. Alright, going to be a potential fight here in the top lane, but Darius has a minion wave disadvantage, so can't go too aggressive there. Meanwhile, Senna taking very, very low here. Needs to be very, very careful of the burst potential coming out from this Tristana. And we do have... Okay, so we are going to see that Mundo can't come up for the Ornn here. Ornn, I do not think has enough damage, but Victor will be able to teleport in here. Darius actually going to go very, very low, but then Guillotine able to pick that one up first. Going to try to flash to safety here. Will be picked up eventually by the Victor. Let's see if the Mundo healing is going to be enough. No, it will not. And actually going to be Olaf here with good presence, able to pick up a double kill in the top lane. So that play ends up getting turned around by Chili's Angels. Good presence from both the Victor and the Olaf to turn around what would have been a very, very dead Ornn. And we're going to get immediately some trash talk coming out from the Ornn as Rahul challenges Calvin to gank him again.
This Victor pick is doing a lot of work. Out-rubbing the Victor and up 20 CS. Huge plays.
We've seen here the power of that teleport. May not be on the same cooldown as the Destiny, but more or less has the same effect. Able to get a crucial turnaround there in the top lane. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, needs to be careful here. Tristana is level 6. And Senna here, going to get immediately jumped on. Here we go. Buster Shot is very much available. Look at that burst coming out. Night ticking here as well. Going to be a reset coming out for the Tristana. Let's see if 3 more autos should be enough, but there is a Mundo here as well. Rocket Jump is not available, but Misfortune should not be able to apply too much return fire. So we'll end up being a kill in the bot lane in a 2v2 scenario. Senna, even with the barrier, not going to stand up to that burst coming out from Tristana. A little too aggressive there if you are the Northwest. Going to result in a kill for Tristana in addition to this growing CS lead. Meanwhile, in the... Oh my goodness gracious. Victor with a massive trade on to Twisted Fate, who unfortunately has not been able to snowball just yet. And when TF falls behind, he has a very hard time getting back in the game. Victor now with a temporary 2-level lead, but there is a game coming in from Darius. Going to be a flash gold card as well. Gravity Well going to be able to stun the Darius, but wow, the Victor able to turn that around with the flash auto onto the Twisted Fate. This Victor will eventually get picked up by the Darius, but ends up being a trade kill in a 1v3 scenario, so you are still very happy about that if you are Chili. 5 able to pick up a solo kill onto the Twisted Fate before going down. Good play coming out here from the Victor. We'll also position this Olaf for the second dragon of the game, which will be Cloud Dragon.
Oh no, Darius just ruined the wave mid. It's gonna freeze right perfectly for Victor.
Hold on, we have a gank here in the top lane as Mundo going to be first to arrive. The Ornn is dead, very much dead here. Teleport is available, but not going to have nearly enough life, and that guillotine will execute him. But it will also mean that Olaf will be able to lock up this Cloud Dragon with no contest. So Rahul going to be justifying that death to his team in chat, I bet. Should be answered here by the Herald coming out from Double Jungle Gap, and we are seeing that right now. Tristana going to jump in here. Here we go. The flash, the flash encore going to be able to land onto 2. Good night, Ascena. Huge play coming out from Amiza142 on the Seraphine. That was a flash encore as opposed to the encore flash, but nevertheless, the intended effect is the same, landing onto both members here of Double Jungle Gap in the bot lane. It will also potentially mean a dive here onto Misfortune as well. Nobody in the neighborhood, although Twisted Fate is walking over, does have the Destiny available. Never mind, just going to be sitting here farming mid. So, going to be at least 3 plates here taken by the bot lane of Chili's Angels. Huge encore coming out from the Seraphine. I stuttered there because I totally forgot what the ability is called because I don't see this champion anymore. So far in this game, I think we've seen more or less a reflection of each team's playstyles. Darius and Mundo going to be the primary troublemakers for Double Jungle Gap. Meanwhile, for Chili's Angels, a lot of mid-centric play has translated into advantages for Olaf, and now the bot lane as well in a straight-up 2v2 is also doing a lot of work. We've seen them get solo kills now onto, or 2v2 kills onto Senna twice. So significant lead here for the Tristana, who is now sitting on her completed Kraken Slayer. Mundo, meanwhile, going to show here. Maybe potentially drop that Herald? No. Okay, so just going to make a guest appearance in the mid lane. There is an Olaf lurking around. Mundo has done a good job of staying ahead of the Olaf in terms of EXP and farm, but has not really translated that into significant objective wins just yet. And with the Mountain Soul here, hold on, gonna get TF teleported very aggressively. Gonna be immediately stunned up by the gravity field. I know about that one. Meanwhile, the bot lane gonna go down to yet another encore, and this Mundo is heavily overextended. Gonna go down eventually, but there is a Darius here able to pick up the Olaf. Now we have a rampaging Darius as well. Maybe we can turn this around. Here it is, that Mundo. Oh my goodness, good night, Victor. Never mind, this Darius is out of control. It should be a no. Okay, ends up being a double kill for the Darius and a kill for the Mundo as he tells him to sit down. Meanwhile, gonna be a dive here on the Misfortune in the bot lane. Misfortune not returning too much fire here. Tristana is eventually able to pick that one. Actually, no, gonna be Seraphine handed that kill, but action across the map here as both teams double down on their advantages. The bot lane here of Chili's Angels winning out very hard. Meanwhile, the top side of Double Jungle Gap winning out in the top side jungle of Chili's Angels. That Darius showing up with that ghost, with that free win button, able to pick up a triple kill there. Will mean then that the gold is relatively even as we round into the mid game.
Wait, who got first turret there?
Let me see. I need to scroll up in the chat.
Yeah, it's Chili's Angels. Just slightly.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, Chili's Angels with the first turret gold going to mean that they stay even. But will be interesting to see here. I think this dragon fight is really going to break the game open for either team. Darius, crucially, will not have ghosts, I don't think. Yeah, that cooldown is not that low. So will not have that increased mobility that he really needs to maneuver some of these team fights. But if he is able to get onto this backline here and start getting those resets coming in, we saw the potential there of that Darius to do so much work against this comp, and he can really start snowballing the rest of his team into the lead here. All right. So crucially here, we do see the Scuttle Crab getting picked up in this bot area. So will mean that Double Jungle Gap will enjoy that increased mobility around the Dragon area. Again, very crucial for champions like Darius, like Mundo, who have no option but to just run at people. Going to be a deep teleport coming in here from the Ornn to try to gank this Darius, who's now finds himself in a 1v3 situation. Going to try to turn this around. Gravity Well going to stun him back up here. Ooh, all right. Going to be a lot of crucial cooldowns being used here. And this Victor is going to be very, very low. Not going to bleed out just yet, but the most important member of Chili's Angels going to go, or of Double Jungle Gap going to go down here. Will actually mean that it looks like, as Darius going to ping here, 4 ultimate cooldowns now unavailable for Chili's Angels, but that man advantage, specifically the non-Darius advantage, still going to translate to a Dragon getting picked up here. So a huge teleport coming out of Rahul here on the Ornn. This deep ward doing a ton of work, going to mean that Chili's Angels are now on Mountain Soul Point. Oh, indeed, Mo. Oh. Alright, Mundo here, meanwhile, sitting at level 12. So, you know, not doing a terrible job, but again, outside of these wins in the top lane for these pair of Zoomers, it really hasn't translated to much in the game for Double Jungle Gap. They really need to find a way to get their rest of their teammates into this game. TF has mostly been frozen out, although does have the Rocket Belt and the Sorcerer's Boots available. We have not really seen the impactful Destiny come through just yet, but the game is still early, so still a lot of time here for Twisted Fate to really start getting in some crucial teleports. Maybe find a gold card onto Seraphine or Tristana or Victor. Take some time to look at the Senna stacks as well. Senna not particularly doing well, despite being support. Senna still only sitting on 40 stacks. So the scaling hasn't really come into effect just yet. Yeah.
Ideally, you're close to 100 right now.
Ideally. Yeah, but this Senna, as we've seen already, has been found out here by the burst of Tristana, by the Encore from Seraphine, and without that range advantage is very, very squishy, even with this barrier. So, oh, missed cannon there, unfortunately, pathing away from the Tristana, who is very, very sad about that one. But as it stands here, yeah, this Senna really has not found a way to get into this game just yet, but with a couple of crucial team fights, maybe you can shadow the jungler here to pick up some. Ooh, hold on. Mundo here going to be able to find the Seraphine as Cleaver going to land. We'll see if the Encore comes out. Looks like it will, but will only land on the Mundo, and Misfortune going to be a disengage Encore as opposed to an engage Encore. So, should be a good trade here for Double Jungle Gap and give them some confidence to potentially take a team fight here. Darius is lurking around, although he is within vision here if he starts walking any closer to Chili's Angels. Meanwhile, Twisted Fate doing the Twisted Fate thing, split pushing here in the side lane. Will be interesting to keep an eye here on the teleport cooldowns. Victor has his available as a teleport to answer this split push. Ornn, meanwhile, does not have his for about another 2 minutes. Let's see if Double Jungle Gap here can take advantage of a very, very crucial cooldown being down for Seraphine to maybe look for a team fight. But it looks like no one really forcing the issue right now, which means Seraphine should have her ultimate available in time for a potential Mountain Soul fight. We're also seeing here the emphasis on healing reduction for Chili's Angels, Bramble Vests for both Ornn and Olaf, as well as an Oblivion Orb for Seraphine. This is something that we've seen a lot coming out from teams in the tournament is this emphasis on healing reduction, but as Clovis has mentioned in previous casts, I think there's a bit of an overemphasis. That's 2,400 gold focused primarily on... Oh, hold on. Gonna be an Olaf finding Twisted Fate in the bot lane. Twisted Fate, though, gonna be confident enough to teleport out. Olaf with no inherent CC will mean Twisted Fate gets out using the Destiny cooldown, but that is yet another Destiny that is not able to find its way into the backline of Chili's Angels and not create any pressure around the map either. Going to be used as an escape tool. Not so good. Okay. We're going to get resets coming in from both teams here as they prepare for a Mountain Soul fight. This is the ideal scenario for Chili's Angels. This team fight comp going to be forcing a team fight around this dragon pit. But what they need to be aware of now is that Darius has both Ghost and Flash, something he did not have for that teleport gank. And even in that 1v4 scenario, without either summoner, almost able to pick up a return kill onto Victor. So, got to be very, very careful here if you are Chili's Angels to not be overconfident.
Yeah, he just got hysterics too. He's gonna be huge this fight. Looking at what him and Mundo, how they find.
Yeah, they really got to position carefully here though, because otherwise this Encore is gonna do so much work. They really need to split up here, especially Senna and Miss Fortune. You're okay with Darius and Mundo potentially getting hit by the Encore, but nobody else. Good use of the Herald, in my opinion, here. Going to eventually start walking bot lane, creating some pressure. Strikebreaker going to be able to force some pull in 3 here. And then Encore used onto 2. Not going to be too much here. Gonna call in Fortune landing onto 3. This Miss Fortune is very, very dead. Actually, no, flash over the wall. Only going to be the first to go down. Darius going to go down as well. Tristana now looking for resets. Here we go. Mundo trying to do his best to peel for the Twisted Fate. Now the Tristana going to flash over the wall into a Goldhorn going to be picked up. Here's 2v2 with all the explosive charge taking onto the Twisted Fate will mean that she goes down. And now there's only a Seraphine, a Senna running away from Seraphine and Victor. So, ends up being a 4v3 in favor of Chili's Angels, which will mean that they get to go back to this dragon and potentially look for the soul here. And Senna needs to be careful. 1 Q auto from the Victor going to be more than enough to take down this Senna, who does not have barrier either. Alright, and now the teleport coming in from the Ornn. Going to confirm a 22-minute Mountain Soul. So, the jungle gap that was predicted in the pregame by Riot Beacro has come to pass. Despite Mundo with a 2-level lead here, not able to get any of the dragons, will translate to that Mountain Soul.
Yeah, it's gonna be really rough for a double jungle gap to come back from. It seems like they have enough peel every fight to peel the Darius, and at this point, MF and TF they just won't be doing any damage.
Yeah, the Mountain Soul here going to stack on top of Ornn's passive, which already gives him 10% bonus MR and armor. So another 12% on top of that. I don't know if it's multiplicative or additive, but regardless, it's going to mean that this Ornn, which is already a super tanky champion, going to be even more tanky than usual. And we're seeing here also the downsides of a comp like this. TF here as the only magic damage, not going to be a ton of burst nor single target damage. So Ornn and Olaf should be able to run rampant. We see here, Ornn did stop for Mercury Treads, but has otherwise been stacking armor. Olaf, obviously with the Ragnarok, going to be CC. Oh my god. That is just a Victor laser tickling Senna for approximately 40% of her HP. But we see here Olaf with the Ragnarok, with the CC invulnerability, just straight stacking armor. Gonna mean that even with Kraken Slayers on Miss Fortune and Senna, gonna take a long time for this Olaf to die. Alright, it's Nayram time. And if you are Chili's Angels, you look at that Victor poke, and you're more than happy with that. Meanwhile, for Double Jungle Gap, their response here is to send Darius into the top lane to try to create some pressure in the split push. but we are seeing a bit of a rotation. Now, Double Jungle Gap need to be careful here. Seraphine can turn this around with one Encore. Can just be a bit of a feint here from Chili's Angels, but thus far dancing the 4-1 split push well. Now we're seeing two members in the top side for Chili's Angels, so going to be a potential engage here coming out from Double Jungle Gap, but their engage options are very, very limited in a straight on 4v5 or 4v3 option. They have no real engage tools. So all they can do is kind of run menacingly at Chili's Angels and hope that they respect the presence.
Baron start here.
Oh, look at these Senna Souls though. Alright, so Baron now going to be started here by Chili's Angels as they are tired of this dance that Double Jungle Gap is trying to make them dance. Going to start up on this Baron. Call the 4-shot now going to come out. Let's see where it goes. Looks goes nowhere. The timing is off there by the orange. Should be a retreat call from Double Jungle Gap. There is a Darius lurking around as well, but the Baron does get stopped.
I think if you're Double Jungle Gap, you commit there. You have a really good Darius flank right there. And they have the armor shredded from Baron.
Yeah. The armor and MR shred from Baron is not to be underestimated, but Double Jungle Gap here, perhaps with the mount. Hold on, Olaf going to use Ghost here, try to chase down this Darius. First axe not going to land, should mean that Darius with his Ghost should be able to run out here, but still lurking around. Gonna run into Olaf here. Here we go. Darius in a 1v2 against the Seraphine. Meanwhile, in the mid lane here, Twisted Fate gonna go very, very low, but so is Tristana. Let's see if Mundo's able to find his way. Rocket jump away. The Cleaver gonna land, however. Tristana is down. Meanwhile, on the top side, Olaf and Seraphine able to pick up the Darius, but there's a very, very lonely Victor here gonna be picked down by Senna, but Senna needs to be careful running into the Olaf. There's Chaos Storm still alive here. He's gonna try to do some damage from the grave if you are Victor. Mundo, meanwhile, gonna try to flash away, but there should be slows coming in from the Olaf very, very soon. Senna here gonna try to get him away with the Shroud. Mundo running as fast as he can as a Mist Wraith. Gonna be running away for his life. Run, little piggy, run. Slow here gonna land onto Seraphine, but gonna be a counter slow from the Seraphine as well. This Mundo is gonna live, I think. Holy shit. Alright, so ends up, at the end of the day, I think it ends up being a 2-for-2. Darius and Twisted Fate going down on the side of Double Jungle Gap. Going to be responded by deaths for Victor and Tristana for Chili's Angels. And all in all, that even trade will mean that the gold lead still stays relatively even as we start getting into the 28-minute Elder Dragon. My retinas. My retinas indeed, saying B. Okay, but we are starting to see the backline here of Double Jungle Gap having some success against the soft underbelly of Victor and Tristana. Senna now sitting on 69 stacks, baby. Very, very nice. I totally planned that. Will mean that, you know, she is somewhat scaling into this game. Obviously, as support Senna, you want to be a lot higher than that, but has been having a rough go of it thus far. Was able to pick up a couple of crucial shutdowns. But a couple things we want to keep an eye out on here are the flash cooldowns or lack thereof. Miss Fortune does have flash, Senna does not, neither does TF. Meanwhile, we do have flash on Darius to try to get on top of either Victor or Tristana. Tristana does have flash as well, but Victor does not. And we're gonna see a teleport coming in from the Ornn. Oh, hold on, Tristana now gonna. Oh no, Twisted Fate enemy will end up using a gold card onto the minions. Means that Tristana actually gets a crucial pick onto Twisted Fate right before the Elder Dragon fight. This should be no contest if you are Chili's Angels. Let's see if Double Jungle Gap decide to go for Brook. Misfortune here over the wall is in good position here for a bullet time if Chili's Angels decide to overcommit. But instead, Chili's Angels is going to make the right call here and get this Elder Dragon started. Ooh, Misfortune actually going to now pop over the wall with a Blast Cone. Call the Fortune to land onto Senna. And the Encore going to be able to find its way onto just Darius. But Darius going to go very, very low here. A couple more autos to be able to pick that one up. But thus far, nobody dying just yet. Tristana now going to go over the wall. Going to be able to auto down the Darius. And now there's going to be a reset city. Going to jump onto Misfortune. And the Mundo going to go down. And that will be the ace for Chili's Angels. That was started by that crucial pick from Tristana onto the Twisted Fate. who was doing her best to pick up that mid lane farm before really grouping with the rest of her team, but a crucial gold card auto onto a minion meant that Tristana was able to just delete the Twisted Fate. So Simone not going to be too happy about that one. That being said, the base of Double Jungle Gap is still relatively undamaged, so would not be surprised here to see the game go on for at least another 5 minutes. With this Elder Dragon, Chili's Angels should be able to get on top of this Baron with no contest and pick that up, and then really start getting into the base of Double Jungle Gap. But for Double Jungle Gap, Chungus, how can they possibly get back into this game?
You wait for Senna to hit 200 stacks.
Yeah.
I don't see TF doesn't really do much damage. MF, we saw a full channel ult on basically everyone. Almost popped the mountain soul shields. So it's basically Darius either hitting backline or Senna getting like 2 crazy stacks. But yeah, it's gonna be really rough. I don't think they can stall long enough. It's just slowly bleeding out, I think, at this point.
Yeah. Alright, ooh! Oh my goodness, the Mundo was almost able to do it, hit the blast cone over. Mr. Zoomerfingers there, though, not able to find the smite. That Baron went down to 668 before the smite came through, and Mundo at level 15 is more than enough damage for that. So, unfortunately, Mr. Zoomerfingers there, not able to find the Baron steal, and now this base push will begin in earnest. Okay, so Elder Dragon, I can't see the timer, but it lasts for 2 minutes, and it got picked up at 29:25, so that will fall off very, very soon, but not before this mid inhibitor gets taken down. Let's see if Chili's Angels here decide to go for the end. This Elder Dragon buff will run out in approximately 3 seconds. They need to be aware of that. But they are going to get a push here onto this Nexus turret, which is going to go very, very low. Going to be taken down here by Tristana almost instantly. Look at this damage coming out. They still have a caster minion here as well as the siege minion. And Darius minion are going to be taken very, very low. Oh, Elder Dragon lasts 2.5 minutes. I beg your pardon, I think. But regardless, now going to be a push here onto this last Nexus turret of Double Jungle Gap, and they're going to go for broke, but Seraphine is going to be overexposed here, going to go very, very low, going to be taken down, bolt time over the top, but it looks like Darius and Mundo going to get breathed on by Elder Dragon, going to be a huge knockup from the Ornn to lock up the game. Miss Fortune going to be pushed to safety, I think. Santa going to flash into Fountain, but that will be GG to Chili's Angels, picking up a win over Double Jungle Gap. Going to move them to 6-3 on the season. Meanwhile, for Double Jungle Gap, it will mean a defeat, moving them to 3-5. GG, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look here at some really fun Fiesta fights throughout the map. This one here, this was the triple kill for Darius after a bit of a aggressive Destiny in from the Twisted Fate. Gonna go down, but Darius here on site meant that able to reset here. Mundo with the Sadism healing, not going to be bursted down by the Victor. But this crucially meant that Darius did not have summoners when he was overextended here in the bot lane. Look at this ward. This ward is so much work. We're going to get a teleport coming in from the Ornn, and now this Darius is in a 1v4 without his summoners. Almost able to pick up the Victor, to be completely fair, but this pick really, I think, ruined any chance for Double Jungle Gap to contest this this Elder... Oh no, sorry, this is bugged. This is the first Mountain Dragon of the game, not Elder Dragon. But regardless, it meant that that triple kill that Darius picked up was immediately wasted, and Chili's Angels were able to snowball the lead from there. Also saw a bit of a funny Fiesta fight here, I think. Yeah, this was a fun one.
Oh, this one.
Yeah. So a lot of press Rs here. Unfortunately, Miss Fortune not really able to get over the wall for bullet time in time. ended up having it interrupted actually. So
my
yeah,
goodness.
Tristana flashing
Bounce house,
over the
get back
wall.
one.
Yeah, that was really, really, really rough. If you are double jungle gap, can't be funneling into those narrow chokeholds against a Seraphine and an Ornn. And if you're double jungle gap here, you got to be wondering about this decision to let Seraphine through. We've seen every single team in the tournament, as far as I'm concerned, ban it against Chili's Angels, and the first time it's been let through, we've seen the impact of it. Not necessarily in the hands of who we expected, but nevertheless able to do a ton of work with that Encore Ultimate hosting these K-pop concerts. But in the end, will be GG to Chili's Angels. So we're going to hear from them very, very soon. Okay, so by the way, if you put your money on Chili's Angels, you are a very happy person right now because you just won some channel points. So congratulations to Joshi and TimoMan23. You guys were the only 2 people that bet on Chili's Angels, so congratulations, taking money from the underdogs. All right, let's take a look as well at the overall. Where is it? Where are the damage graphs? Okay, so no surprise here to see Victor and Tristana leading the way for Chili's Angels. Meanwhile, Mundo is sitting at 17k and Darius at 11k are the only ones to eclipse the 10k mark here for double jungle gap. But as it stands, we are going to hear from some of the victorious members here of Chili's Angels. So let's see, who do we want to hear from? Obviously from Charles and from Ikuji. I think I also want to hear from Helen as well. So I'm going to drag them in here. Okay, so congratulations to Chili's Angels picking up the win here. Now going to move yourselves to 6-3. At least temporarily, going to be taking sole possession of second place here. So, congratulations to you guys. My first question, I guess, to the team and to Helen. The first time we've seen a team let Seraphine through against you guys, but it wasn't the Seraphine player that we expected. Helen, you were the one that ended up piloting this Seraphine, hitting some huge encore throughout the game. So is this something that you guys have been working on, or is just something spur of the moment? Fuck it, let's do it.
It's something that was spur of the moment, but because it's like a lot of control mages, it was kind of comfortable. Also, I've seen Charles play like really good Seraphine, so I had a good coach.
Oh, wow.
Thank you. I don't know if I deserve anything, but thank you.
Oh, so nice. Look at that team synergy here. Did you guys pick that with the expectation of it being going into support, or were you guys going to hold it as a flex pick?
It was a flex pick.
Gotcha, gotcha. Well, the flex pick ended up going in the bot lane because we had an absolutely massive Victor in the mid lane, Charles. We saw you pick up a lot of crucial kills, including a turnaround on a Twisted Fate in a 1v3 scenario. Is this the first time you played Victor in the tournament? I think it is, right?
First time, that's right.
Yeah, so a lot of cherries being popped in this game. First time Seraphine, first time Victor. What made you decide to go with Victor for this game?
You know, I just started picking him up a week ago. Initially I didn't like him at all. I was like, this guy doesn't burst. This guy doesn't poke. Turns out he bursts and pokes. I've
that's how
been really
poke
warming
works.
up to him.
Yeah.
So now I'm feeling that big Vic energy. You know, what can I say?
Big Vic energy.
That's the new slogan. It's not swing game anymore. It's Big Vic energy.
Okay.
Tell your friend.
So BVE, huh? Instead of BDE. Okay. Meanwhile, last question here. Gonna go over to Ikuji. Is your favorite game Super Mario Brothers? Anthony. This doesn't. My punchline doesn't work if you don't respond. Where's Anthony?
If I had to guess, Anthony's probably prepping that photo of himself. He's about to take a photo of himself. He's got a tattoo he's gonna share with us if we win. So motivated us to.
Okay, well, okay, I'm gonna pretend that Akuji is confused by my question and asks, "Why, Roger? Why'd you ask me if my favorite, game is Super Mario Brothers?" And it's because he was Goomba stomping around the map that game on Tristana, but this doesn't work when I just fucking set up the punchline myself. It's really kind of cringe, actually. But
You're not
a
as
huge
funny as you think you are,
performance.
maybe, Roger.
Huh?
Nothing.
What
Go
the fuck?
ahead.
No. Say it.
No, I was just gonna say, maybe you're not that funny.
Oh yeah,
funny,
maybe.
maybe Anthony's like, I see where this joke is gonna go, and I don't want to take any part in it.
Yeah, maybe. Anyways, so huge Tristana performance as well. Gonna lead Chili's Angels to victory once again. Do you guys have any closing thoughts for your fans?
All I'd say is I think shout out to Rahul and Rohit, who both played excellently. Rahul definitely led our draft and did a lot of shot calling that I think was really essential to our team. And GG to the enemy team. I think we were super scared of Ryan, and there's a moment in the game where Mundo just wasn't fucking dying. We were like, why the fuck isn't he dying? And we got really freaked out.
One more thing to add on. Rohit is a really good sport jungler, always responsive and always has map awareness. So big thank you to my jungler for just carrying the jungle gap.
No, definitely. It seems he was present for pretty much every single team fight and reversed that top gank. I think that was a really crucial moment when Victor teleported top to turn around the gank onto Ornn. So yeah, definitely good play coming out from everybody on Chili's Angels. Again, gonna move you guys to 6 and 3. So we will see you guys next on, I want to say Saturday.
Our next game's on
Wednesday. Actually, I take that back. Yep. So we will see Chili's Angels very, very soon on Wednesday against Apuma Matata. So it should be a fun game there. But yeah, congratulations to you guys. We'll let you go back to your team chat and celebrate. And we're gonna wrap up the stream for the night.
All right, GG. Good night.
Good night.
GG's.
GG's. Okay, so again, gonna look forward to the rest of the week. One game a day for Tuesday through Friday. Tomorrow, it will be Don't Worry We Scale versus Apuma Matata. Don't Worry We Scale. Really looking to get back into the playoff picture. Currently at 1 and 6. And Apuma Matata, hopefully with a win, can move conclusively ahead of Double Jungle Gap and put themselves back to 500. So yeah, 8 p.m. tomorrow and for the rest Wednesday, Thursday, Friday as well, before we have triple headers on Saturday and Sunday. Once this week is over, we're going to get some really good ideas about the playoff picture. And then, yeah, we're look forward to some more big plays. Okay, so with that, I think we will bid good night to Twitch chat. Chungus, anything to say to Twitch chat?
I just stay tuned for the week.
Hell yeah. Okay, so good night, Twitch chat. Remember to keep doing it big. Tune in again tomorrow, 8 p.m. PST. No 24-hour stream, Sag. True. Yeah, I know. Soon TM. Alright. Good night, everybody.